The Holocaust was a devastating period in human history marked by the systematic persecution and extermination of 6 million Jews and millions of others deemed undesirable by the Nazi regime. It began in 1933 when Adolf Hitler rose to power in Germany and continued until the end of World War II in 1945. The Nazis implemented a series of policies aimed at isolating and eliminating Jews, including the Nuremberg Laws, which stripped them of their citizenship and prohibited intermarriage with non-Jews. The Nazis also established ghettos, where Jews were forced to live in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions, and they implemented a network of concentration camps where millions of people were imprisoned, starved, and killed. The most notorious of these camps was Auschwitz, where over 1 million Jews were murdered in gas chambers. The Holocaust was a complex and multifaceted event with various causes and motivations. Historians have identified several key factors that contributed to the Holocaust, including historic anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism, the fear or hatred of Jews, existed in Europe for centuries before the Holocaust. This deep-seated prejudice was fueled by religious and cultural differences, as well as economic and social tensions. Rise of eugenics and nationalism. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw the rise of eugenics, which posited that humans could be categorized into specific races with distinct traits. This ideology was used to justify the persecution of Jews, who were seen as biologically and culturally inferior. Aftermath of World War I. Germany's defeat in World War I led to widespread economic and political instability. The Nazi Party exploited these conditions by blaming Jews for Germany's problems and promising to restore the country's status as a world power. Nazi ideology. Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party promoted a racist and anti-Semitic ideology that portrayed Jews as a threat to German culture and society. This ideology was used to justify the persecution and murder of Jews. Fear and opportunism. Many ordinary Germans were motivated by fear of the consequences of not conforming to Nazi policies. Others were driven by opportunistic desires to gain power, wealth, or social status by participating in the persecution of Jews. Bundled motivations. The Nazis used a combination of ideological, social, and economic pressures to engage the help of many individuals in the persecution of Jews. This included the lure of gain, the promise of social status, and the threat of sanctions for non-compliance. The Holocaust was a tragic reminder of the dangers of prejudice, hatred, and the failure of humanity to stand up against injustice. It serves as a stark warning about the devastating consequences of unchecked nationalism, racism, and anti-Semitism.